Get on everyone, Baz here, Baratello. I'm just going to have a rundown of this week's Harry Potter news. I'll try and do this every week. It might take a couple of minutes, it might take 10 minutes, it might take half hour. Hopefully, we won't be here too long. We'll just explore some of the things we're looking at as well. Um, so, it's been a big week when it comes to HBO Harry Potter. We have had um, some casting um, news from the producers. So let's have a quick look at what, because I've not really looked at our cast since they cast Ginny Weasley. I've not really looked at the casting for anyone. I've seen some negative feedback, so it turns out it doesn't matter who you cast, even if it's a bad choice for Snape or a good choice for Snape, depending on what you see. People are going to be very negative. So let's have a quick look. Let's see if this Yahoo has the answers. Go to the end. Reject all. Go to the end. Reject all. Oh, I'm being redirected. Oh, you take your time. Gee, it's incredible. So, what do we have? We have several new names have been announced for the HBO Harry Potter television series. Takes shape. From Warner Bros. Draco Malfoy. We play by Locks Pratt. I've never seen the BBC Lord of the Flies, but it's great that he's got previous acting talent. Is there images of these people? Johnny Flynn will play Draco's father Lucius. Again, I don't know who Johnny Flynn is. His grandparents, Vernon and Petunia Dursley. I don't think they're Harry Potter's grandparents. I think they're his aunt and uncle. Good job, HBO. Good job, Yahoo News. It'd be great if they did cast Harry Potter's grandparents, so we got a look back to Harry Potter's granddad, Harry Potter. So that'd be fun to see. We are here looking for pictures. Don't seem to have any pictures, which is absolutely bonkers. Let's go back. No, let's go back. No, let's go back. Let's go back. It's incredible. Where? What do we have? What do we have? This is insane. It shouldn't be this hard to find. New comic book resources. I've never, don't think I've ever been on this. God, incredible. Let's have a quick look. You show us the old pic. We don't want to see the old pictures. This is absolutely incredible. My word. Please walk away from the Harry Potter series. We'll get to that in a bit. New. So let's go to Reddit. So I think we knew about these guys anyway. Obviously John Lithgow, I think he's going to be amazing. Janet McAtee, I don't know much about her, but yeah, looks fine. Papa, they've cast him now. I think we just back him. Nick Frost, perfect. Paul Whitehouse, absolutely unbelievable actor. If you don't know who Paul Whitehouse is, just go on YouTube some of his comedy sketches. Absolute genius. Luke Fallon, don't know much about his work, but yeah, can't go wrong. It's Professor Quirrell. We are still looking for the newest cast. This seems a lot harder than my word. Seems a lot harder than it should be. Here we go. Okay, John Flynn. It's Lucius Malfoy. Oh, no, okay. So we obviously knew about Dominic. Oh my word. These places are incredible. We knew about Dominic. Johnny Flynn. He's a multi-talented singer and actor. Johnny Flynn will take the role of Lucius Malfoy. Yeah, I can see it. I have to put a wig on him, but they put a wig on the previous previous actor who played his role. Arabella Stone, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Who's this? Petunia Dursley, too pretty to be Petunia. Um, I don't think there's any bad casting so far. I think she's absolutely fine as well. Um, oh, you're gonna make me go page to page. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely perfect. Ron, Molly Weasley. Now, Catherine Parkinson is in one of my favourite comedies. It's called The It Crowd. She's very, very funny. I think she could be a very caring person, which is Molly Weasley through and through. So yeah, there you go. It says it there. The It Crowd. I think she's going to be really, really strong in this TV series. Obviously, Nick Frost again, another one of my favourite shows. Spaced from when I was growing up. Obviously, in the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, um, Hot Fuzz, and yeah, I don't think it's Survey, and at World's End. Very, very good actor in his own right. Uh, Leo Early playing Seamus Finnegan. Again, no idea who this person is. Um, he played Irish Harford was a Seamus Finnegan last year. He featured on RTA's Late Late Toy Show. I don't know what that is. Um, so yeah, I don't think we've had a single bad casting so far. Whereabouts are we? Yeah, we know about John. I think he'll be absolutely fine. Janet McTeer, I don't know much about her, but yeah, I'm sure she'll be absolutely brilliant. Bertie Carville as what is going on? It's Cornelius Fudge. I think Fudge is one of my favourite characters throughout the whole seven. I think his sneakiness and he's just a typical politician, and it's fantastic. So hopefully he portrays that really really well. I think the backlash this guy's getting is ridiculous at the moment, and every time I see someone saying he's been fired, I just roll my eyes. Absolutely ridiculous, and to keep linking Adam Driver to it, you feel like they got an unlimited budget, which they haven't. It would cost a fortune. Um, Locks Pratt Draco. I did a video on how I thought the kid from Duncan Egg was a dead cert to play Draco Malfoy. So I was very wrong on that. So fair play to this lad for winning the role. Did a really really good job. Paul Whitehouse, comedic genius, absolutely brilliant. Daniel Rigby as Vernon Dursley. Obviously, we're used to good old chubby Vernon from the films. This is a very different look. Um, Obviously, it says there he's a comedian, so I think you're going to get the funny side of him through, which I think will be good for everyone. We don't want to hit too much on the child cruising and neglect that they're going to give. Um, Vardy Patel, yeah, another great casting. Hopefully, last page I don't get any more adverts or anything like that. Uh, Professor Quinius. Don't know who Professor Quinius is. I'm assuming that's Professor Quirrell. Um, these these names are actually insane. He's a Shakespearean actor, so you know he's going to be absolutely fantastic in that role. It's going to be very over the top. It's going to be great. Lavender Brown, yeah, again another good casting. Can't can't fault any of them. So that's the casting that we've got. I think the big takeaway from it all, for me, is that we keep getting stories like this. If we go to news now, and we keep getting please walk away from Harry Potter, why the stars of HBO are in for a decade of social media hell. Um, if you think that if they get continuous negative feedback on social media, they won't just outsource their their public social media to a company and let them deal with all that stuff online. They won't have to deal with any of that. There's absolutely no way if they take 6 to 12 months of absolute abuse, they'll just go right. You guys, you guys take over, and we'll make a burner account or we'll make a separate account um, that we will only keep for friends and relatives, and we won't let anyone else know about it. So that's exactly what's going to happen. If we look at Hogwarts Legacy, the same thing was said to Some Peg. Can't believe he's taken that role as Professor Black. He's going to get an absolute hammering, and I've not heard one negative thing that's been said to him. Um, I think it was also said several times, if I can find it here, that you're in for 10 years of hell. It's going to destroy your career. I think if you go and look at Gary Oldman, I think he's done pretty well since the Harry Potter films, and then Simon Pegg's done. It's not hurt his career being in Hogwarts Legacy. So I just find a way for it not to affect you. Outsource your social media if it gets that bad, and I think you'll be fine. Um, I do have something else, HBO Harry Potter, to look for. I think we're going to look at platform 9 3/4 because I think no, I don't want cast. Silly. 9 3/4 because I think if we click on this, project all again. Yep, no, I don't. Absolutely insane. We're starting to get adverts, absolutely insane. We're starting to get some studios and some visuals. So I think that says to me they're not going to be using King's Cross station, so it's all going to be set in one location. So yeah, so it must obviously it's all going to be very central. They're only going to have 3 or 4, 5 or 6 different locations, and they'll just rotate between those locations as we go. But it's really good to see that things are starting to take shape. So obviously we had the news that there was HBO filming in one of the zoos in London. So a few people, just myself included, just took that to assume that they were going to be filming the Dudley birthday party scene. So yeah, so it's weird that they're just obviously going to use smaller locations for the odd scene, but then they're also going to build a set for the bigger scenes. I'm not big into movies, guys. I don't know how they do it. I just assume that if there's a location like King's Cross, I just couldn't use King's Cross. But obviously that might be too difficult for them at the moment, or they're trying to keep everything really a big secret. So fair play to them. That is our platform 9 3/4 news. Hogwarts Legacy. Now I do a little bit of research before I come in, but I've not Legacy. I've not really looked at any news regarding this. I personally thought that we might have been getting mod support for consoles, especially being announced over this the Summerfest season. So where you have all the games announced, and also all the updates being announced. I thought they might have come with something. They obviously came with a Switch 2 reveal recently. So yeah, so I think that's one of the things that we're looking for. What I was on Expecto Go's weekly Wednesday, they call it Wisdom Wednesdays, and someone in the comments, because they're friendly with the Avalanche producers and the developers. Someone in the chats talked about, I wish we could show you what we're working on. And the place got pretty excited for about 10-15 minutes. Now, whether that was someone just trolling, because I don't know who the person was, and they played into it, or whether it was genuine. So it just means that we have got stuff coming. We've just got to be really, really patient. Whilst reading the Chamber of Secrets recently, I came across something that we could potentially put into a new Hogwarts Legacy game, and I'm always looking at little artifacts or things in the Wizarding world that we could potentially take into. And I came across something cool, and it's not a great name. It's called the. Come on, where are we? It's called the Hand of Glory. There it is. Let's see what the Hand of Glory is and see if we can use it in. Oh my word! Project. Go away. See how we can use it in the community at the moment. See if we can use it in anything. So the Hand of Glory was a dark artifact resembling a shriveled hand. It was a candle holder that made it so the candle provided light only to the person holding it. It could even make light shine through the veil created, by Peruvian instant darkness powder, which was resistant to most light creation spells. Um, so my thought process with this was that if you are able to in the next game have a curfew in Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy 2, this could be a way of you travelling around the school um, and it not be pitch black. So obviously, if you use Lumos, obviously that will attract the prefects or the monitors or the caretaker, and obviously you'll get detention or some sort of punishment, lose house points, whatever. If you have the Hand of Glory as an artifact in this game, and it could be like a late game, or it could be something you just a um, secret artifact that you go and try and find, or it's an Easter egg, or it's a quest reward. It could be something that could really help you travel around at night time, and it could be a way for you to to allow you to see in the dark. So it gives you a big advantage once curfew comes in. Um, Regarding Hogwarts Legacy, I don't think I've got much more on it. To be honest, I think looking at all of that is probably all of our news update. There it is. I'll try and do one each week, but have a good week all, and I'll put some shorts out and some little videos out this week. But yeah, have a good week.